40.
39.
Number 1.
39.
38.
37.
36.
35.
34.
33.
32.
31.
30. 29.
28. 27.
26.
25.
24.
23.
21.
20.
19.
18.
17. 16.
15.
14.
13.
12.
11.
10.
9. 8.
7. 6. 5.
4.
3.5.
3.
2.
1.
Hey, Rocky, you want to see me pull a show out of my hat? Nothing up my sleeve. Presto! Hi, and welcome to a special Mouthwash election night preview. And remember, Mouthwash is a minty, fresh take on politics. And it's been an interesting day. It looks like some races are already called, and it looks like the establishment people have won. So it looks like they've called it for Braun and some other folks. And we'll see. Victoria Sparks is going back to her job, and a shocker. Well, I don't know if it's a shocker, but Jefferson Shreve looks like he's pulling it out down there in the U.S. House. I honestly think he'll do a better job there than he would have as mayor. So we'll see. We got some candidates calling in to see what's happening on there, and we have some results. And as you know, I've been working on the precinct committee men here in Marion County, and we have several of our races that are contested, and it looks like our people that we've been backing, hey, they're doing pretty good. In fact, we got some really interesting stuff that's been happening around here that I can't discuss it now, but it's pretty juicy. I'm just going to tell you right now, it's pretty juicy. We can't talk about it now, but it is. I can't wait to talk about it. But we're not going to talk about it tonight. We're going to talk about the race here. Looks like I have Brad. Lucy's under the weather, of course. She got no dog in the hunt and all that. And I do see Slick Witty in the audience there in the viewership. So we'll have some. I think he might be coming on. I sent him a link. I told him he'd come on. We're having any candidate that wants to come on. You text me. You got my number. You got that. We got a close Senate race out here. We got Mike Young and Clay Phillips. And I really thought Mike Young would walk away with this one, but it's a nail biter. It's going to be fun to watch. So I know a lot of people are still doing that, but I'm thankful for you to tune in tonight. And I don't know where Tiffany is. She'll probably pop on at some time. She's like our lost sheep. She comes home every once in a while. And we got Thomas Ogden. He's in our district. He's watching carefully. Hey, if you want to give us an update every once in a while, Thomas, about how the Mike Young and Clay Phillips thing's going, we'd appreciate that. So let me go ahead and bring Brad on. Brad, what's happening? Let's go to the large screen. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, not much. So Sparks is everybody's pick.
It looks like it. You know what the percentages are on that? Have you seen it? Because I don't. I mean, I have this thing here. We can put that up. Let's see. We have this. Let's put that up, and then I can go to that. Here we got. We have some District 91, 92. There's 92. So yeah, there's nobody running. Oh, there's Steve. There's Slick Witty right there. He's got 700. He's won 100% of his vote. That's awesome. Of course, nobody runs, and they see no candidate filed. That's
Wait,
awesome.
is this just for the delegates?
Now this one's actually for the Indiana House.
Oh.
So, look, oh, guess what? No candidate filed by the Republicans in Marion County. Oh, look, another one. No candidate filed. I mean, it'd be lovely to be a Democrat in Indianapolis. Oh, look, another one. No one filed. Now, there's Julie McGuire. She's on the south side, so she's won her primary, and that is the person who took out John Jacob. And then John Couch, he's up here in our area, Speedway area, and then Bob Baining, he's won. But yeah, here's one for State Senate District. This is a pretty interesting race. Look at that. We have a 1570 to a 1692. They're fighting it out, and I've met both of those people, and I figured it'd be a fight. So yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, we have some stuff. So let me take that down and we'll
No,
see how Brad's doing, and we'll talk about some
yeah,
other stuff
Victoria Sparks won 39, or she has 39% of the vote. Chuck
out of
Goodrich
that giant field too.
Yeah, and Chuck Goodrich had 33% though. So
Ooh, it was
there's a
close.
difference of about 4,000 votes, looks like.
Yeah.
But
So, Spiro wants me to look at 87. Let's pull that up here real quick. He says 87. Where do we get that? There's 94, 95. I was almost to it, Spiro. Oh no, I don't see it. I don't 87. I don't know where it went. Here's township boards. I don't know where that is, Spiro. I don't see 87 unless I scroll by it. I'm making myself car sick here. Oh, and this is only Marion County stuff. 87 is may not be in there, but if anybody wants to post, some results in the chat there, the reason Spiro wanted me to check 87 is because nobody filed there against the Democrats. So we have a lot of open spots here that just nobody really files for. So Brad, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. That sounds like being a Democrat in most districts in Indiana, though.
Yeah, I guess
there's a lot of no candidates filed, which is surprising.
Yeah.
For the state house, I don't understand that. It's
well, I mean, it gets when here and Slick's got something here. Now that's going to be, he's running against an incumbent Democrat, uphill battle, and then Libby Glass is libertarian. She's running against Robin Shackelford. So, we have some, but it's 2-1 Democrats in our areas. I mean, and it's just discouraging. So I don't know how you break the ice on this. I mean, what do you think?
No, I mean, it's like a flip flop of the whole state. I find it amusing that, the Marion County problem is like a problem for you guys when the state is run by all red. It's just,
Yeah, it definitely has gotten more. I mean, it's more red. I mean, it's the same red that we've had, isn't it? I mean,
yeah,
the governor
and
all
it's,
the way down.
And at what point are we going to be aware of who is in charge when everything that they say is going wrong is going wrong?
I think this voter turnout is super low. I
bet, yeah,
super low. Today
I was in and out today.
Did you stick around at any polls to talk to anybody, or did you?
No, but in Madison County, I went to Beulah Park and voted at the 4-H building.
3 seconds in and out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I only had about 3 candidates to vote for on the Democratic side. So
that's my theory.
Phil Gift and Jennifer McCormick. Yep.
So here's something that's interesting that Spiro's got up here. How's Jen Pace doing? Well, I'm glad you asked because we were looking at that before we got on the air, and she's actually winning. Mm-hmm. So that is something else. Let's see if we can find it here. Bear with me here because we're doing that. So let's see. So Senator District, there's nobody against 35, and then the Republicans are battling it out for that. So here you go, Jen Pace. She is winning. She's going to win this darn thing. I mean, look at that. She's 30. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting as all get out. So there you go. You wanted to see that? Oh, did I put it up on the screen, Brad? Did I put it up?
There we go.
That's the screen. Okay, let's look at it. There you go. What do you think about that, Spiro? She's winning 31% to 29%. So that's interesting. So it looks like our friend Gabe. Now, Gabe may be calling in here. He's somebody that said he wanted to call in and talk about it. But it looks like he's well behind in all that. So obviously that WIBC press he got was a lot there. So yeah. So if you want to know how somebody's doing in the audience there, let us know. It's wild and crazy action coming in tonight for things. And we're curious to see what happens in Madison County. And I've been looking at some of the state delegates, but it's just hard to tell. And I didn't really do a lot of campaigning, but I was at the poll today for Mike Young, and 90% of the people that came in, Brad, they were Republicans. I mean, it was really 90%.
Oh, yeah.
We only had about, I bet we had less than 200 people come to the 7th and 8th grade center over here. It was just slow as could be.
I mean, looks like Victoria Sports won the majority in Madison County too. Trying to find Catherine Callahan. Ooh.
Is it close?
Yeah, right now it's Todd Culp has 6,698 and Catherine has 6,141.
So he's like 69 to 61.
About 52% to 47%.
Oh, that's close. That's close. So I know they have some battles going on down there, and we're trying to strengthen the Republican Party here.
It looks like Rick Gardner's winning 59 to 40 over Devin Orrick.
59 to 40.
Yeah, 59% to 40%.
Yeah, this is how it's playing out. This is if you're an incumbent in the party's graces, then it looks like you are the guy. And I don't know if that's just people coming out and voting party lines or what, but boy, it sure didn't. It seemed like it's going to be closer than this on a lot of these things.
Did we talk to Lisa Rinker too? Or
yes, we did. How's she doing?
She's down by 90 votes.
And she's the one. Remember, I did the Magic 8 Ball and said she wouldn't win.
God, yeah.
And the other ones, well, it'd be funny. It was the exact opposite because I did the Magic 8 Ball for the other two, and it said they were going to win. So we're rooting for her really big time now.
Yeah, it's like the opposite effect. It's like you have to root for the wrong team.
It's Murphy's Law 8 Ball. That's what we call it. So, but yeah, it's just and I think this is another reason for what's the point of even having elections if they're already decided before. I don't know.
You're talking about voter turnout.
Yeah, it was abysmal.
People need to go off their ass and go vote. Like, how hard is it to go vote?
I think they just don't care. I mean, listen, it looks like a dead person's going to win, Brad.
Where everybody cares at the wrong times. Like everybody cares during March of a non-election year. That's when everybody gets real fired up, and then everybody forgets when it comes to November, and they're like, okay, well, or May, like, because I don't know.
Let me refresh this.
Disappointing.
Yeah, it's disappointing. Well, this will give you an idea of what's going on with everything involved here, because when you got a dead person winning a race, that's crazy. And then
that happened on the West Wing though, and that was one of the best episodes.
I remember. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, it was for Democrats too, so that's the only place that we succeed is
Well, on TV, yeah. So, it's interesting. So I'm trying to find that again. Bear with me, folks. Trying to find this. Now what? I did the wrong thing. Dag nabbit. Oh, maybe I got to go up here.
No.
Yeah, okay, so it looks like Andre Carson got 20,000 votes and he got 91%. So he's alive. Okay, he's alive. So and then Nikki Haley still got 10,000 votes and Trump got 18,000. Biden got 23,000. So he got more. And this is all Marion County, folks. This isn't really anything. And Jim Banks, I'm surprisingly pulled it out with no competitors. But let's pull up this one and look at it and see. Oh, look, we got Tiffany. Tiffany, just holler at me when you're ready to come on. Her camera's not up yet. Let's go to this. All right, let's go to this one.
Probably doing her hair.
It's exciting up there. I think she was. So this one's the interesting one here. It looks like Jefferson Shrevas won out of this whole thing. And Jamison Carrier, I'm surprised. I would have thought he got more votes than that. That just tells you why I don't want to. I think the 8 Ball's more accurate than I am, and it's not accurate as far as guessing who. But it looks like Jefferson Shreve has done it.
But it's just all name recognition too. It's not even. It comes down to any publicity is good publicity.
Well, I was noticing on the state delegate thing, if you were on the second page or the third page, forget about it. You're going to lose. I'm telling you, it is astounding.
That's messed up too. Like, do you ever think about like how elections or the tickets are processed
alphabetical order?
or a question. I mean, but why isn't everybody's ballot different to like,
Yep. So Jennifer McCormick got 24,000 votes. And I don't know why we don't have a governors on here. I put the state, and it would be definitely interesting. So as far as
how are all the Republicans feeling about Mike Braun leading Indiana?
Well, I guess they're 34% of them or whatever feeling really good about it.
Woo, 34% of the party.
I don't know what it is, but
but like that's what I mean. It's like it's not even. It's say what you will about the Democrats. We only had one candidate that we all got behind. So
and I think this is a perfect case of, it was basically Braun against the field. Well, the field diluted the vote so much that, and I would have thought that we'd have a bigger turnout for voters today. But honestly, over here in my neighborhood, Mars Hill, I was over here at the polling station. There wasn't a whole lot of people younger than me that voted. No, I mean there wasn't, and so I don't know how we get young people to vote.
If they want people to vote, Diego Morales needs to get on TikTok and like start. Well, they're not going to get on TikTok, but that's you gotta get people to be aware. I swear, if you ask people about primaries today, they would probably, not be able to tell you what was going on.
The other thing is, we have early vote. Do you have early voting in Madison County? When does it start? Like 2 weeks before?
Yeah. It I want to say 2 weeks.
I think that's too long in a primary. I think it really should be one. So I went to the polls the first week it was open at Thatcher Park here, which was the whole township comes there. They had 120 voters total in 2 days. It's crazy.
Well, but you want to give people that option. You want to make it as, accommodating as possible. That's the funniest thing about when people kind of squawk about voting rights is the fact it's like, well, there's a lot of chances for you to vote.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So the idea that, how did we get here? It's like, well, you guys had so many options. Like maybe that's part of the reason. It's, if we have to tell everybody you have to be in this building at this time to vote, that's it. Make it a holiday or whatever and just do it.
Yeah, do it. But, I think. Well, I don't. And this is a good case. They don't want low voter turnout like we had. It is the best thing that the partly established people can have.
Yeah, for an incumbent, it's all about name recognition. It's all about what people already know. We were talking about this today at work about what is the fear or what is the fear of like the new thing or sticking with the old thing. Like you already know what you got, so it's not that bad.
Okay, so here we are. We're at for District 35. I got Thomas Ogden sending me the lowdown here, and I don't know where he's getting this thing bar, but 91% is counted, and he's 663 ahead, 54-45. And I'm thinking, I thought the lowest it would be is 40 to whatever, 40 to 60 would be it, but 63. And I tell you, Mike Young worked his tail off out there. He did not take it for granted that his name recognition was going to get him across. Now, this, in all fairness, Mike Young is not an establishment candidate. He is someone that they put this other guy up to take him out in the Republican Party. Maybe you remember John Jacob and how he got taken out. Yeah. And Kurt Nicely. So I don't think his was as extreme as that. But
no, but I feel like some people take themselves out too with some kinds of rhetoric. We
lost Tiffany back in the back, so I don't know if her hair must not be fixed right. So, yeah. But yeah, so sorry. Oh no, Tiffany's back, but as soon as I see her picture, she's coming on. So she's probably out, rubbing elbows because she's actually an elected official. I'm just a stiff on a talk show. So she's, we gotta.
Oh wow, there's so many state delegates that in Madison County, like.
Yeah, Emmy's running for it.
Well, you can pick 11, and there's like, it looks like 19 or 20 maybe.
Oh, that's all. I had 28
times
28
two,
running.
So there's two districts, I think, that were there. And it's about the same. So yeah, probably about like 22, 23, but like total.
I had 28
50 people running, maybe
28 running for 5 spots. I'm like, I was not real concerned with winning that. And I looks like I'm glad I wasn't, because the numbers that I'm seeing are Lisa, my wife, looks like she's beating me by a bunch. So I don't even want to. She's way nicer than me. I get it.
Gonna say, well, is that going to be like a sore spot at dinner tomorrow?
No, it's she will give me a hard time about it. But we play this game Rummy Cube, and I'm smoking her in it, so she can't get too smart.
Well, see, so
yeah. I'm really competitive. People, that's what I have, a competitive streak in me. So, and this ain't bike racing or running, so I can't just overpower people. I got to use my charm and deception that I have.
Yeah, you have to use civility. Ugh.
Yeah, who wants that? I try to. That's why I have a show like this. Well, we had Cassie on. Cassie and Mark Small were, and this is a segue. That's what I'm doing here. Cassie and Mark Small, I interviewed them, and we started talking about the Palestine and Israel and protesting on campuses and all that. And it was a pretty decent. Cassie was pretty wound up, so that is.
Get out of here! No way.
Oh yeah, I mean, I try to keep her, calm down a little bit, but
I caught the end of it.
Oh, did you? Okay, good.
Yeah.
So if you want to catch that, it's recorded. We record it because you just don't want. In this case, we had 3 ADHD people on there, so I had to do extra editing. But and I didn't think Mark was going to get it worded edgewise on a couple of times. He'd go like this, and 3 minutes later, he'd get his question. And so. But it was an interesting conversation about that, and we didn't start out talking about that. We started out, Brad. Guess who we started talking about at first?
Micah Beckwith.
That's what the show was supposed to be about. It got so derailed.
No, I could totally see that. I could see
that show's coming.
That I'm envisioning, but yeah.
That show's coming. And actually, I think what we're going to do, Brad, is we're going to have a Micah Beckwith, Mark Small debate right here on the Mouthwash show. Or it might be live in person at somewhere, and I get to be the moderator.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And then also we may have a debate with Cassie and Micah Beckwith live, and I'll be the moderator. Or we'll do them all at the same time. We'll put Cassie and Mark Smith.
That's quite the cheers to you if you pull this one off, John. That's
it's like a,
I don't know.
I'm like a naked beekeeper. I'm going to get stung, I think.
Yeah, that's
well, this experiment it's been interesting. I've enjoyed it, and
Cassie's great to talk to.
Cassie's been so nice and thankful for doing the interviews, and I enjoy doing it. I have to do some editing, and I'll tell you, it's a struggle sometimes to get all this done. And and fortunately, the Mouthwash show sort of takes care of itself. We just go. But speaking of Mark Small,
no, it's good though. Everybody gets a voice. That's important.
We're getting there on this. So next week, before we get too far here, we got Becky Cash. She's coming on. I'm trying to get Adam Wren. Do you know Adam Wren, Brad?
Yeah, the name sounds.
He's like a writer, Twitter guy. He's threatened a couple times to come on. I'm going to hold him to it here and get him on. So that may be the one after that.
No, but are you his target?
No, I'm not. I was, I just comment on his Twitter, and then he makes fun of my show.
Oh, okay.
And he was like saying he wanted to, 2 times. He said, "Yeah, I want to be a guest." I said, "Send me your info."
Well, that's
I'm still waiting for that.
It's
reach out to him, Brad. You're a fellow Democrat.
Another
guy.
opinion. It's another opinion.
Right. That's it. Okay, so let's play Mark Small. I've not seen it. He's talking about Election Day. So let's play this, and then we'll come back and we'll see if the elections updates have been updated. So here you go. Let's listen to see what Mark's. Oh, and I see Honest Gabe. Gabe Whitley is back in the backstage. Gabe, go ahead and get settled. We're going to do the Mark Small talk here, and then we'll bring you out and we'll talk about some things. So hold on. Here comes Mark Small. Here, Muffet.
I'm Mark Small. This is Small Talk. We don't have pre-election polls that have any statistical significance any longer. To be significant like that, to be valid, in other words, you have to have a large enough sample, and it has to be of people randomly chosen. Now that landlines have gone by the wayside, we don't have a way to substitute for that. So we get what the results are on election days. Now, we have a very good election system here in Marion County. It's where Indianapolis is. We have a paper backup to what's done in the computer. So we have a pretty accurate tell on anything. The last presidential election was one of the most secure in our history. But if Trump loses, he says people are going to be, there's going to be a bloodshed. He's also talked about putting people in camps. Well, what are you going to do about that? Some of you don't like me. I know that. Some of you respect me. Few of you like me and I like you, or maybe not. But my point is this. What are you going to say to people like me when they're starting to put me into a van and take me to a camp because of what I've said? What I've said has to do with freedom of speech. What are we going to do with the limited government Republican Party, this iteration of it, when all of a sudden it says, we need to monitor women's pregnancies? Because Trump said that. Yeah, we have somebody there. The state can do it. Not my problem, because I think the state should have control. Oh, that's really limited government. We don't have statistically significant pre-election polls. What we have had are polls at the elections. Women have been overwhelmingly angry about overturning Roe versus Wade. That's what we're going to see. And if that happens, it's a red state, but damn it, I was born here.
All right. Well, that's pretty much what we've been talking about. So I think we're in agreement with Mark about some of that stuff there, but I like
Well, that's
Mark.
it.
I know
But I mean,
people have a hard time with him, but
if Trump is, I mean, it is very much of a, like the stuff he said so far is, I'm going to go after these people if I'm elected again. It's, you know, his rhetoric is pretty up there with he's going to be like kind of like a dictator. Like if you guys would say that, you know, what if he wants to make another amendment where he can run for office again? Or like repeal the 25th Amendment or the
yeah, I don't
amendment.
See that. That takes an act of Congress, and you know,
which but yes, it does.
Let's face it,
it does not seem far-fetched right now.
I don't know why he wants to beat his knuckles against the wall all this time. I just don't get it. He must really love it to do it, because it's like, you know, I'm trying to do some stuff down here in Marion County, and it's you know, they try to discourage you, and then when you don't get discouraged, they try to destroy you. And it's the day.
You're wondering why Trump is doing this? It's
yeah.
Out of jail.
I just like really
the only reason. He
loves the attention.
His trial just got delayed today. So
I have time to watch that.
No,
I thought he was in the porn star one. Wasn't he in the porn star?
No, this is the porn. No, I'm talking about like the one about the this confidential documents.
Oh, okay.
That was delayed from May to indefinitely right now. So he's not going to have to go to trial on this until after the election. So if he wins, shouldn't he still have to go to trial if he's still the president? Like, does that matter that he's a president, or should he still be on trial?
This is what I'm going to tell.
This is all going to happen, though, John. Like,
I know it. This is what I'm going to tell about this circus that we have, that the media, that this thing's been created. Local. Worry about local stuff, because we can't do nothing about those people out there. That's way above my pay grade. They're spending millions and billions of dollars to buy these.
It all trickles down. Like, why is Victoria Spartz honestly getting that many votes? Do you think it's because she is like such a compassionate citizen of the 5th district?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I like her policy about running. I liked her policy about running somebody off instead of firing them. That's some Gestapo stuff right there. But yeah, I don't know. But people may like how she votes. I mean,
but that's the thing. Like, Congress really, if you look at it historically, and not from like either side, but wasn't it the most like ineffective Congress, or like they didn't pass, or they passed like the least amount of bills? this past session,
Yep,
and it's
yep.
just all they're doing is, as a nation, it is crippling. And we still vote for it.
Oh, I know.
get it.
Well, I would say I don't even want to guess what this turnout's going to be. I mean, we got 635,000 registered voters in here, and there's probably only going to be 50,000 people total vote. And that's
those are the leaders. Like, we're voting on the leaders, and those are, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got some people backing. We got it backing up
Oh.
here in the backstage. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on Honest Gabe first, but I don't see his camera on. So if you'll turn yours on, then I see Steve. There he is. Let's bring him on here. He's ready to go. There he is, the man of the hour. How are you doing, Gabe Whitley?
Oh, we are doing fantastic. Well, I just want to announce today that we are officially announcing that we will be running in the special election.
What's that mean? Oh, well, I don't know. It's gotten closer. So let me pull it up here real quick. It's gotten closer.
I know, but Jen Pace, a dead woman, has won the primary. So what's going to happen is, what I want to let Hoosiers know is that Jen Pace has basically 65% of the vote is in. Basically, what was really sad, I feel bad for Kat Ping. They recruited her to run last minute, and then they ditched on her, and I feel really bad for her on that.
She's about 160 down. That's it. So I got it up on the screen if you can see there. That was my latest redo. So I will refresh that.
But regardless, Jen Pace is the winner of the 7th congressional district. So what's going to happen is I want to let voters know that the Governor Eric Holcomb, will probably sign a special election because we cannot vote a dead person for Congress. That's ridiculous.
Well, guess what? They wouldn't vote against you.
I know, right? So what we're going to do is, like I said earlier, we're announcing our special election run, and I encourage Kat Ping to join us as well to run in that special caucus. So basically, what will happen is, the governor will have so many days to authorize a special election, and basically those candidates will run in the 7th district, and we will gather all the PC precinct committeemen and precinct committee women, and we will gather their votes there. But this race is not over yet. We faced a lot of criticism, and a lot of lies were spread on this campaign by WIBC, and Hoosiers have to understand the reality of this. We cannot let outsiders dictate our elections, and it was very, very unfair of what Rob Kendall and Abdul Shabazz did to Kat Ping.
Yeah, I was going to say, how much do you think that hurts you as far as there's no such thing as bad publicity, but at some point people do listen. But how much do you think that hurt you?
Well, you know what? I will say this, John. I'm very confident. I'm very grateful of all the people that helped on our campaign. I will say this. This was our first actual congressional campaign ever. So for a new generation, we actually did very well. And for us to get free publicity and living rent free at WIBC was just fantastic.
Well, honestly, I don't think they're done with you. So they're going to have some fun tomorrow. We're
not with them yet. Like I said, we have a special election coming up, and that's what's going to happen. And I'm very confident of it.
Yeah, I'm sure they're just going to leave you alone. I'm positive. What's that, Brad? For some reason, I can't hear Brad. Brad, what have you done to yourself? You're not muted. Oh, let me take him off and put him back. Oh, now you're down there. Nope. Still can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Can you hear me there now? You go. What'd you do? Technical difficulties.
Yeah, that was totally me.
I do still see Tiffany back in the background, but I don't see. She must be driving, and we do have. There she is. There she is. So
wait, Jen Pace is literally deceased, though.
Yes, March 6th. took the news over a week, and we emailed them and we called them. We notified the media. Nobody else knew about it. It was over a week before anyone knew about it.
I'm the first one that found out.
Yes.
Can I ask, like, so why do you think so many people voted for a woman that was deceased?
Well, I can tell you why, Brian. WIBC has been fascinated and obsessed with me. They have for over 2 years now. They have tied me into lawfare. They basically, they're pathetic radio hosts that are poor, and they want a 26-year-old to pay their bills. That's what's going on here. And if you look at everything, we ran a very good campaign. We did everything we can, and for them just to, I feel, and I want to emphasize on this, I really do feel bad for Kat Ping. They convinced her, they talked her into running, and then when she got in there, they said bye, and then they all voted for a dead person. So you know what? It was really shameful of what WIBC did to Kat Ping, and it's really we should not allow outsiders who don't even live in the district dictate how our elections are going to be. So I encourage Kat Ping to run in the special election like I am. And we're going to do this. We're going to do this no matter what. And WIBC can tie me up in lawfare all they want to do. And, if they want a 26-year-old to pay their bills, and that's fine, but we're not going to pay them. They can come work on the campaign. But that's
well, that's good. Hey, Gabe, let me go ahead and bring Tiffany on. We got her backstage. She's got her stuff. Tiffany, how you doing? Now we can't hear Tiffany. Why?
Tiffany hit the same button. Yeah.
Did you hit the same mute button? You're not muted. You can't hear us either. We can't hear you. You can't hear us. I don't know what's going on.
He can't hear you.
Oh, she can't hear us. Yeah. Try some more.
Yeah.
Well, I'll bring you on when you get it together. So, oh yeah. So sorry about that. This is our election nights. This is why I did a rerun last election but I really, after that, I just wanted to come home. And
who did you vote for governor, if you don't mind me asking?
Me?
Or both of you guys, yeah.
I'm not saying I'm voting for governor or for anything. I'm not saying.
I'll say this. It's already on the social media, and we already have a grassroots group. I actually voted for Curtis Hill for governor. Curtis actually did a fantastic job when he was the prosecutor up in Elkhart County. He did a fantastic job, a wonderful job, actually, when he was attorney general. And, a lot of our candidates, including myself, great candidates, lost today. And but you know what? That being said is, like I said before, this is our first ever we're running a first congressional campaign, and we did really well for being a new generation and being an outsider. And, for everything that we did really well. The problem is that the voters, some of them, not all of them, but some of the voters were bamboozled by WIBC. And that's unfortunate right there. But you know what? Like I said before, I'm going to pray for Kat Ping, and I hope that she joins me in this special election coming up.
All right, Gabe. Well, we got other people backstage. We appreciate you coming on, and we're going to wish you good luck in this thing and see what happens. But it's only about 170 votes right now with 81% in. But, a lot of this stuff just goes and runs on out. But you never know. There's always those late 3 a.m. votes that you can find maybe laying around, right? So
hopefully they're for Team Gabe. No, I'm joking. Let's have an honest campaign. Well, you guys have a great one. I'm going to get back to the watch party. Take care.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you. All right. Let's see if we can get Tiffany on here. Tiffany, can you hear us?
I can.
Is this your first show or something? What's up with that? Is this your first show?
So I have some headphones.
Oh.
And my headphones picked up, but my headphones are in the car.
Well, that's the age of the Bluetooth. So my studio's above the garage, and if I'm on my phone and Lisa pulls in with the car, it'll go to her car. I'm like, she don't want to talk to these people.
And I'm having some Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, we can see that. So you got a Goodrich hat on there. He was close. Was he second place?
He was. During my campaign, Chuck was really good to me. Came to my events, donated time, made contributions. But moreover, he introduced me to a lot of really great people who helped with my campaign. I have a ton of respect for him, ton of respect for Congresswoman Sparks. Just excited for the Republican Party in Hamilton County to come back together so we can all be family again. No more mom and dad arguing in front of the kids. No more
circular
craziness.
firing squads.
I know, right? We'll be able to be a happy family, get our Republicans through the general.
Yeah, you guys are going to put your egos aside and just, yeah.
What'd you say?
You guys are all going to put your egos aside and that's not going to happen. You guys are going to fight each other to death. It's going to be great.
Who's going to fight? We're all friends. It's like a big episode of Friends. I'm the only brown friend, so there's that.
Yeah,
Ross's girlfriend.
We got some stuff coming up. Tiffany, we got some stuff coming up about the Marion County GOP relationship to the state party and some of this crap that they pulled that I think is going to surprise. Well, I don't think it's going to surprise you, but it's going to surprise you.
So, that letter that you sent me, that screenshot you sent me?
Which one?
I sent you that one.
Oh no, that was that was Brad. That's more of a question.
That was in Madison County, Delaware County. Something about GOP chairs were sending mailers to constituents for to tell them to vote for other candidates that weren't, I guess, being endorsed by people. So
yeah,
but it was signed by 3 state reps. So that's why I was like, that looked.
We have a political show and we can't figure a lot of this stuff out. I don't know how an average person figures.
But I think that's part of it too. Is they'll confuse you until you leave them alone.
Yeah.
That's how all the laws that got passed this past session that were in conference committee after both sessions testified and the public testified, it was all changed in a little room underneath the state house. It's how is that not shady?
I don't know how it's not
shady. I love when you laugh at me oh, Brad, you naive little guy.
Yeah, well, you are our newbie on the show. You've only been on the show for 30 episodes. I mean, Tiffany's been she's a 100 episode plus person. Hey, let's do this. Let's go ahead and bring Stephen Whitmer on. He's back there. He's got.
Hey, did I win my delegate race?
I don't know I'm not a Hamilton. I just got Indiana up there. So you have to check it out and see. I know I got trashed because I was on the second page. If you're on the second page, you got no chance.
Why were I wish I could have asked Gabe, why were people not pleased with him? What did him do?
Yeah. No, let Woody answer this one. I want to hear that.
Steve, well, first of all, let's tell her. It looks like Steve's driving.
Hey, everybody.
Going to Kokomo or something, Steve?
No, I've been stuck on the highway for over 2 hours. There was a semi trailer that caught on fire on 465 West, right near Bluff Road. So I've been in this car since 7 o'clock p.m.
Have you had to go pee
on your dome light?
No.
Yeah, don't run the dome light. You'll be stuck there or whatever. So
is that better?
I know exactly where. You know what? Hey, that's where I used to live. I'll tell you a quick story. I lived on 465, just west or just east of Bluff. Where are you? Where are you stuck exactly? By the truck stop?
I'm half a mile from Harding Street.
Are you going home to your house?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's if you look. Let's see. You look to your left across that big wall. My house was right there.
What's all that construction now?
Yeah, well, and that used to have the power tower in my backyard, but they moved it across the street. So back in 74, a propane truck crashed right there and exploded. It was all the neighbors came out. We watched it. It was awesome. And when I got dropped off from college, they just drive by the interstate and just throw me out of the car and I have to jump over the fence. So yeah, I know exactly where you are. That's our old stomping grounds. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with these crazy old man stories. Get off my yard, kid. So Stephen, tell us a little bit about yourself here on the show if people want to know what you're up to. Because you won 100% today. 100%.
Yep, uncontested. Some would call it a win. Some would call it just sailing through until the general. I'm okay with winning. I won my first primary.
Yeah, there you got it. So
Yay.
Let's go.
So folks, Steve is the last person, pretty much the last person on the delegate list. We have 28 people running for 5 spots. And if
I was third page.
Third page. Yeah. We were second page. And of course, my wife's Tiffany, you're gonna laugh at this. Lisa beat me by a bunch of votes, but she's for the love of Speedway. I'm gonna go with that, but I didn't really want.
But what page was she on?
She was right above me or something, right next to me. That's what's gonna really hurt.
So, I mean,
quit
that
laughing,
kind of
Brad.
blows up with her, but
Quit laughing. I'm a helper. So it's like, but, yeah.
Me and John were actually making jokes about that when we saw each other at a voting location. It's like, watch, Lisa will beat him.
Oh, I knew she was going to beat me. My neighbor said, I looked for you on the ballot, but I didn't see you. I said, I'm right below her. And so, well, at least he was honest. He wasn't going to vote for me, but I didn't really want to pay the $150 anyway. Why you want to win, Tiffany? It costs $150.
I won.
Oh, you won delegate?
Oh, there you go.
I did.
Yeah, you're famous. I'm just going to be a mouthwash talk show.
All Tiffany does is win.
Yeah, she's winning.
All I do is win.
Win. Yeah, you're out there shaking and baking, baby, with the Laffy Taffy and all that.
I've been keeping a track of the election results the whole time I've been on the highway.
So what's the biggest surprise?
Doesn't sound dangerous at all. Like,
well, I've been sitting in one spot for 2 hours. I haven't moved at all. Some people almost got in a fight in front of me.
It's just crazy. I mean, that's so you're westbound. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, there's how far up it can you see? Can you see the burning? Can you see it burning?
No, well, the burning only happened for about a half an hour, and then they put it out, and everything else has been, get a tow truck, get the fire truck and the ambulance out of the way, and they probably have to have an investigation too.
Yeah, well, and now you're on the Mouthwash show. What else could go wrong, right?
Yeah.
They're not moving barriers so that you guys can get around or anything like that?
No, they're doing construction here, so there's not even a emergency lanes you can get off on the side. It's a giant mess. Thank you, INDOT. Hey, you know what? If I win state rep, INDOT will have a lot more accountability.
Yeah, this is your testimony for INDOT on this.
Yeah, this will be part of my commercial. INDOT, I got my eye on you.
Yeah, that's well, good luck with that. Many have tried. I remember Brian Bosma coming down and talking to that. So we're still at 81% for the Marion County stuff. So any of our results that I'm looking on IndyGov.
What's been more surprising for everybody, that Shreve won or that they voted for a dead woman?
Those are both in my I can't believe it's butter category.
But I honestly want to know how many people voted for her not knowing that she was dead.
They voted for her because WIBC did not like Gabe so much, and then Rob Kendall and another host was like, I voted for Jen Pace because they said they did not like Gabe Whitley.
Well, and I think also this could be an indictment.
This was put on by them, because John.
One of them posted. One of the hosts posted it on his Twitter today.
We actually had a memorial service at our art center for Jen Pace, and we didn't even find out that she was dead for like a week. And I just happened to see her daughter's post on Facebook, and I didn't believe it. So I called Gabe, and they knew her. That's how they introduced her to me. And I actually did some interviews with her. We have a wall at our house here. Tiffany, you've signed the wall, and Whitty, you've signed the wall. Brad, have you ever been down to the Chateau de Marcel studio, which is in the background? So I got the springtime picture up there. Yeah, so you've all signed it except you, Brad. You haven't signed the wall.
I don't think I've been invited.
Brad's gonna get invited when we have Mike Braun over.
Well, I'm gonna have a garden party.
Dude.
Yeah, and Micah Beckwith.
He's gonna take off his
Yeah,
who did the Mike Braun impression last?
I did.
Was it John? Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I'd say that.
Yeah, man, spot on.
Spot on. But it's gonna be what it is. So Tiffany, what was your question? You want to know if that was Slick Witty?
Are you Slick Witty?
Yeah.
Yep. We've met a couple of times.
I know we have, but he called you Slick, and I was like, wait a minute, that's Slick Witty.
Yeah.
But then you're also on the ballot too. Okay, what were you running for?
State rep and delegate.
Okay, and you were unopposed?
Unopposed for state rep, yeah. And then I'll probably lose my delegate.
Well, congratulations.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we're getting smoked. You're third page, I'm second page. It's tough.
Yeah, the W's don't win.
Yeah, you don't.
Not for delegate.
They really need to do something different.
John Weingart won. John Weingart won up here, and he was on the second page.
So Brad, but our people apparently can't do the second page. I tell people to go and vote. She came out. I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, what?
Well, that's why they should just put the names in at random. Like,
so here's a question.
Yeah.
What was the biggest upset tonight, and what was the biggest surprise?
You losing delegate.
Who
I gotta say Smarts. To be honest,
I really wasn't surprised.
Smarts. For me.
No, well, I think it's.
I didn't think she I really thought there were enough Republicans that did not care for her that she wasn't going to win.
I think Tiffany, don't you think low voter turnout helps it helps incumbents?
Oh, it does. Yeah, it does. Well, you know what? It's early voting, and then absentee early, and then day of, and then this morning on the news they were like, "There's going to be 2 sets of storms coming in." I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
Yeah.
People are going to go buy toilet paper.
Yeah, they said all this big
vote. But I was outside 2 polling locations, one here in Fishers, and the voters did, they were our traditional older Republicans who came out, so that was always good. So they're the backbone of the party. And then I was at a polling location in Noblesville, and there are lots of people coming home from work. And what I loved about it is at the Mill Church voting location, they usually enter through a side door, and everybody parked and they walked toward that door, but they were taking people through a different door. I was like, those are people who are seasoned, conditioned primary voters, and it was a really good thing to see.
So I got a question.
Okay.
So like what Tiffany just said, we see a lot of older people voting in the GOP, and I've seen the voter rolls where it's mostly like boomers and older Gen Xers. What's going to happen when all of them die off? Are we going to have a worse voter turnout? Or are we going to update the voter roll?
Well, this is what's going to happen. The younger
make it easier to vote, like vote by phone or something like that.
The younger people like Brad will finally.
Yeah.
The younger people like Brad will finally come to their senses and vote Republican because that's.
There we go.
That's one of the things that's important is continuing to expand the creating a pathway for people who are conservative who do not yet know that they're conservative, and then
point that finger at me.
Making sure that the tent is over to making sure that the tent is open to non-traditional Republicans. That we've got the diversity series, the Lugar series helps to recruit conservative women. Typically minorities are rather conservative.
Sounds like you're trying to trick people into thinking.
Sorry, what?
It sounds like you're trying to trick people into thinking that they're Republican.
Well, you are Republican.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like no, like
you just don't know it yet.
Pay my mortgage. Yeah, see, you're Republican. There we go. I won.
I forgot.
There was
all your money. See,
it's all about single issues.
Everybody's fiscally conservative, right? Like
but you say that.
No, I donate money. I don't give a crap about.
I didn't say donate. I said pay my mortgage.
Well, we're not going to get to take it with us, Tiffany. Like, just spend it.
You know what?
Quit saving.
Tell Mr. Cooper that in the month of June. Oh my
God! Is that the police coming after you, Whitty?
Coming for you? Yeah.
Well, I did just have 2 random illegals probably pass me by, so maybe.
How do you know where they're illegal? Did you ask for their papers, Hitler?
No, they were speaking Spanish.
Oh, that makes them illegal. Yeah. Have you never been to Chicago? Chicago's got.
I've been in Mexico before.
Oh,
one second, Mr. Almost State Rep, dude. Do you need to go to Tiffany School of How to Talk? I mean,
no. Well, see, me and John come from the blue collar family. This is how we talk.
Dude,
well, no, don't worry. You just need to make a bunch of rules during your meetings so that like the public can only speak after you do everything, so that they really can't even tell you what you want to do or ask you any kind of questions.
Here's your
I
answer,
just know that
Brad.
from dealing with
your
the
answer
library
right here. Here's your answer: older, smarter equals Republican. So, well, there's a saying that that's not supposed to be on there. There's a saying that it's attributed to Winston Churchill, but I don't think it is. If you're young and not liberal, you're foolish. If you're not kind, and if you're old and not conservative, you're foolish. So I just butchered that, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so when you're young, you're supposed to be like that, but when you get older, you're supposed to be smarter and conservative.
Yeah.
Hey, how wild was it that Curtis did so bad?
Yeah, that was. I mean, those campaigns didn't have any money, and I mean, I'm telling you, there was 4 other governor candidates that had a ton of money.
Yeah.
And Brad Chambers he was. I mean, in Marion County, he was. Pretty
yeah,
close.
I know.
That was no surprise.
What's that one?
My ballot was like 3 people. Okay, that was what my ballot was. It took really like no time at all to vote.
Well, it's a good thing that you came out and voted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad, to answer your question of who I voted for governor, I made a wheel generator, a spinning wheel generator with the top 4 candidates I had. And then I just let that decide.
That's about as good of a process that I could think of.
That's how dead people
I wasn't a big
right
fan
there.
of all of them.
Excuse me, Slick. Who are you going to be running against in the general?
Oh, Justin Moed, probably.
Is he the incumbent?
Yeah, he's the incumbent.
The last time I looked, he was winning by 91%.
Yeah, so. he was winning pretty good. Do you know about Justin, Tiffany?
No, I do not. But I'm just thinking that you're very much this is what you get kind of person. You're not even gonna kind of find a.
No, you know, in a world full of lies, everybody's afraid of the truth, and I'd rather just be upfront and honest with everybody.
Okay, sounds good. But tell me about this Justin guy. So,
do you know the name Anthony Weiner?
Yeah.
So when he was sending he did the same thing to the same woman.
Really?
Yeah, if you type in Justin Moed and Sydney Leathers into Google, you're gonna get a whole bunch of pages and all the leaked text messages too.
Any pictures?
Sorry, but what is this woman's deal? She just goes around like collects men and
he wanted to be dominated by her.
Yeah.
That was saying it was difficult to go around and collect men. Tiffany knows.
Wow, Brad, you went there.
Oh, no, and I mean that in like a
2 dates in 2 weeks.
Tiffany's like,
hey, let's go.
Yeah, Tiffany knows that's a BDE. It's not anything, you know, as an insult. So, but yeah. Anyways, Tiffany, wait. So who'd you vote for governor?
The wheel? No, the wheel told me to vote for Braun. I even made a video on it last night.
Oh wait, the wheel told you to vote for Braun?
Yeah, I just said I made a signal generator.
You know what I think is interesting about the Republican primary? When you know people on the ballot, you support your friends and you campaign for them and they do the same for you. And the people that we vote for, it's very private. And it's just really special. It was just really, really special. I have a lot of friends who are not winners tonight. And they put themselves out there. So that says a lot. I mean, it takes a lot to put your name on the ballot and open yourself up, make yourself vulnerable to, insults and comments and criticism, and your time, your money, your energy. I mean, everybody's a winner tonight. I mean, just by being part of the process.
It's part of the process. Yeah. Well, it was disappointing. I thought that there'd be more voting, honestly, for we basically had 50,000 people in Marion County vote out of 635,000 registered voters. That's pathetic.
A solid sample. That's a solid
How many of those dead people did you expect to show up?
The problem though
is jabbing the Democrats, I think, wasn't it?
That whole voter roll needs to be updated.
Well, yeah, it does. It's been about
that. There's people that registered to vote back in 2008 and never voted, but they're still on the active list.
Yeah, well, that's obvious because we only have
Diego Morales is busy. He's going to Hungary.
He's got to go to Portugal and Hungary and
look at all
Guatemala.
Meetings, he's got to go meet and.
He's a busy guy,
Because that's, I mean.
Well, what is interesting about Diego being first elected Hispanic statewide? I mean, he's shattering some glass ceilings, and it may be commonplace here. I mean, we had an African American attorney general, Diego's of Latin descent. I mean, it may be normal for us to see diversity among elected officials, but in other places, other states, other countries, it's really a big deal. And that's one of the things that I had to understand when I was told about his traveling. I mean, like in certain places, it's a really big deal. And that the United States of America, a man who was not naturally born, who moved here, American dream, spent his time in the military, is now a statewide elected official. In some places, that's important.
I mean, DEI is important. It's good that they're getting that training in other countries now.
So if I'm like 20% Hispanic, does that make me Hispanic?
Makes you
Do
20%.
you claim yourself to be Hispanic? I mean, I don't want.
Actually, I
Do you
tried to,
identify-
and then
do you
the
identify as
person wouldn't
Hispanic?
let me.
Do you identify as Hispanic?
I identify as a meat puppet, really.
I don't know what that is, so I'm confused.
Human being, really.
Yeah,
But
it's the brain with a puppet body. Yeah.
Well, my whole point is that if I'm 20, if let's just say like Elizabeth Warren, she claims she's a Native American, right? No matter how the percentage is, if I can claim to myself, I'm like, I actually did the spittle test, and
Did you know that during slavery, if you after slavery, if you are I think is it 1/32 black, 1/32 of black blood, you're black.
Oh, then I'm Hispanic then for sure.
Well, I don't know. It was like that. Oh God, was it during slavery or was it after? I don't know, because it's like, there are rules for, not rules, but I don't know. There are things that are usually done to determine what someone's ethnicity is. But I think in 2024, you can choose it.
That's true. Which wouldn't it be amazing because that a Hispanic would be you'd have another Hispanic on the state rep or in the state house?
I don't think you'd be the first. The Democrats probably have some.
Well, I meant Republican.
I don't know.
Like,
you're gonna have to choose a lane there, bub. I mean, if you're
but doesn't it not?
If you're gonna try to run under the Republican,
Tiffany, it's 2024. We can all choose our lane
right now. And you're like, oh, Mamacita a long time ago was Hispanic. I'm Hispanic now. You're gonna have to pick a lane, dude, because voters like consistency.
Didn't you just say it? In 2024, we can all be what we want to be. Wasn't there that guy who changed his race too?
Everything.
You just say that voters like consistency.
You can't be all 64 colors in the box, dude, and the sharp.
I'm just messing with you, Tiffany. You know that. We love you, Tiffany.
Pick
I'm just messing with you.
Pick one.
I'm
brown. And I'm brown. I know Cassie likes that. I'm brown.
We're all got a little. If you look up, there's a comedian named Adams, and he talks about, you get the paint wheel, and we're all a color in the paint wheel. I'm like apricot peach or something like that. So, on some days, but yeah.
If you spin it fast enough, I think all the colors blur together, right, Brad?
Yeah. The colors blend together into gray.
That's how it goes. So I'm looking over this deal here for the precinct. I'm going to go ahead and add that to the stage here, to the thing, and I'm going to scroll down through here. Let's look at this deal, because this is, to me, is the most interesting thing. So we have a lot of contested thing. There's our Adam Harvey. He's not doing well in his for precinct committeeman, and then we have. I mean, it's been very interesting watching this. Look at this one's that close. That's close. I had one that was 50-50 in here. Here's another one down here.
You're going to have to start knocking doors to be a precinct committeeman.
Oh, yeah. They were out there to do it.
There were a couple.
They were.
Slow down. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So this one
Hoffman made it through. That's good.
Yeah. This is Perry Township. So Kelly Calloway, she's been on our show. She's squeaking by. So, and then we got Mike Dilk, my friend. Hey, where you're at, Whitty, Mike Dilk lived right across the street from him. I've known him since he was 60, I'd say since we were 6 years old. He is barely winning as well. He's close, and then here's James Kaiser's our guy. He's not winning. John Jacob.
Hey, John Jacob won for PC.
Yep, he's won PC. That's good. I don't know these two guys, but one of them has definitely won that. Here's David Hewitt. He ran against Bob Baining, and look at that. That's a close one, but it looks like he's going to be one from Decatur. Look at this one's gotten closer. Jerry Hornbuck, David Taylor. Now 81% are counted here, so it's not done. I don't know these guys. We got Merrill Simmerman. He went to my church. He is in third place. Mark Warner, he ran Jameson Carrier's campaign, and it looks like Howard Howe is the winner there. So that's it. And then we have Dolly Sherman. You might know who she is. Her husband passed away in office, and they voted her in, which she was beaten by John Jacob. So there you go. There's your thing there.
Well,
now, Aaron,
that race is literally neck and neck.
Oh, yeah. It's 50-50. Who could – I mean, they may have to draw straws on that one. Here's one for you. All right, this one here. This is the one here. Joyce Marshall and Devon Anderson. This is a Pike deal. They just voted Devon Anderson Precinct Committee Woman of the Year at the thing, and we have a story coming up on this. That this is a big deal. The story we have, and I know Whitty. I think I might have shared this with you. You and two other humans in this world. But this one right here, it looks like Joyce is going to do that, and it also looks like she's going to be a state delegate. So, but full disclosure, she is in my spin class at LA Fitness at 5 a.m. In fact, tomorrow morning I'll see her, and she's going to be probably wiped out because she's been out working so hard getting this stuff done and getting votes and talking to people and all that. I mean, she worked like she was running for president. And it looks, I'll tell you, people laugh about this stuff, but she has gotten an eye and an earful of how bad things can get in this. So you need to stay tuned because we're gonna reveal that story as we get the rest of the details on it. But it's really bad. Okay,
I feel like you got the remote and you're going slow.
I'm going too slow. Okay, so here we got Tim Phelps. He is he's a good guy there. Joyce is, Denise is in my spin class too, and it looks like Chuck's going to win that one. I know both of those people; they're good people. Then we got Janice McHenry. She's running, and Mark's in my spin class, but he didn't want to do it, so he doesn't have to worry. He got 2 votes, and he probably didn't even vote for himself. Then we got Susan Smith. She ran against Andre Carson. She's going to be one. Yeah, see, look how many people got involved in this. But, we only had 200 races out of 621 that even had people running in them. So we have Alex Henby. She ran for state chair 4 years ago. Then we got Josh Bach, and he's been on the show. And then Michael Paul Hart. Looks like Michael Paul is going to be there. Connie Eckert, looks like she's going to win. Let's see, Mark Small, here he is. Julia Drew looks like she took him to the woodshed, those two guys. So
wait, that can't be Mark, right?
Yeah, that's all Mark right there.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Why is he in a Republican Party?
That's what he is. That's what he is, Brad.
That's what he does in the primaries. He votes Republican.
So and look at this one.
Out of
One
here.
vote.
Are
one
you
vote.
serious?
Hey, because he would blend in the
like
Democrat
finding
Party.
out about Vader being Luke's father.
I can't believe you didn't know that, Brad.
Well, Brad's learning more than he wants to know today.
Brad's not going to sleep tonight. He's in too much of a shock.
Mark Small would blend
Honestly,
in the Republican Party. He stands out. I think that's
I don't feel so bad. I don't feel so bad. So Ryan Wilson asked me how much I got beat by, or who won, me or Lisa. I said Lisa crushed me, and he says, yeah, his wife crushed him as well. She got 14th, and he got 31st. So I don't know what.
People are voting for women.
Oh yeah. So we got Allie Madden. Here you go. Look at Allie Madden. She's front porch patriot leader up there in Washington Township, and she's a go-getter.
Sounds terrifying. What is that?
What's that?
Front
porch patriots. Yeah, I know, Brad. You'd have
like
a good
gun
time.
in a lawn chair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. It's good. So and then Karen Mockler, she's winning. She's actually she's a very hard worker on your campaign. Oh, and then it looks like Melissa Hubbard, our friend Melissa's going to be on there. Oh, here's one for you. This is Anne Hathaway. She is the Republican Party chair, and she actually sent somebody out to door knock for her in her thing there. But it looks like Mary, she gave it a good run at it, but that's going to be a tough one to meet. Oh, and then we got Robert Evans, a friend of mine. He looks like he's not going to get it done. But so you see, there's a lot of stuff here. Now here's one. This is one in our area. This is Jeff Benz and John Couch. John Couch ran for mayor, and he had some stuff, going on here. So now we have these are all delegate stuff here. So I'm not going to bore you with that.
Well, what about the delegates? I mean, we're already bored. Go back to the delegates.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
how bad did I lose?
Well, wait, no. Can I throw a shout out? Because I just saw that Laura Allerding was defeated. And I just want to say how pleasant that makes me. feel inside in my bones, just that she's not doing what she was doing.
Yeah,
in a larger setting. So
I honestly, I don't know why she was running, because this is the delegates for, and Joyce is fourth place there, and they're not in order, but you see the votes there on this page. Even at the bottom of the sheet, they start fading off. So if you're at the top of the sheet, yeah, those couple people, they didn't get the votes. But this is the next page. Let's go to that, and then you see the same. Well, it all jumped down there. So this is the next page, and look how low those numbers are. And Tim Phelps, he's a Hathaway strategy guy, and Brad is a guy that should get more votes than that. So I think there's definitely something to that, and I don't think I could have been on the first page by myself and not won, but there's others that could. So what did you want to see, Tiffany? You want to see more delegates, or
can you go to Hamilton County?
I don't know if I can. I can try that. So
Hamilton County.
Let me get out of here and all that. So, are you moving yet, there, Slick?
Yeah. Yep. I just got back to the house.
Moving? So where would I find Hamilton County?
I found it on my phone.
I think you can share screen if you can. If you can put it on your, if you can get it on your computer, then just.
That's beyond me. But I think oh goodness, hold on, let me keep looking.
Well, in this thing, it is.
For Hamilton County, Hunter Smith won.
Oh, it's 100% now, so we can actually look at the 100% stuff. Yeah, I figured Hunter Smith won when he's got the name recognition. So we can start looking at this stuff. So this is what the difference is. Let me put the screen back up here. Let me put the screen back on. This is what the difference is. So this is the Democrat state district delegate thing. Vote for 7. They only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They got 8 people running. We have so many people running for these things, like 27 for 5 place. Now look, this one's got a little bit more. I know several of these people on here.
Ryan Webb lost.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah. Apparently that backfired on him.
Who
the hell would have seen that coming?
Yeah, well, there's always some other stuff too. So, here's our friend Kurt Miller. Kurt's been on the show. It looks like he's good.
One of my young Republicans, Robert Gomez, won precinct committeeman for Wayne 7. He's about 24, 25 years old.
Wayne Township?
Yeah, Wayne Township.
Okay, we'll get to here's one interesting for you. Look at this, Tiffany. Whitley Yates 7, Kelsey Cook 12.
For PC?
For a precinct committee person.
Wow, that turnout is so low.
I know it. It was horrible, Tiffany. It was horrible. Here you go. You know Derek Hugo with the party, right?
Yeah.
He got 3. And it looks like Luke Thomas, he got that one. And then Samantha, let's see, Rochelle Fox, she was one of our people. But Savannah,
if you vote a straight, it can't.
No, you can't. You got to pick. You got to pick. Yeah, you got to just vote. Yeah, it is a straight thing.
People just skip it though?
Well, yeah, they do on delegates. So they'll just, if they don't know. Some people vote, they just, I like the name. So Savannah worked on Jefferson Shreve's campaign.
They're both winners.
And she won. And then we have Michael O'Brien, no relation to my accountant named Michael O'Brien. It looks like he's pulled it out. Now, this is 100% in, okay? So this is.
Yay, Zach. Judith.
You know Zach? He
didn't
win. Judith pulled that one out. So then we have Adam Jackson. He's one of the people that we're running with. And this one is still, it's a close one, but it's over. This is 100% of men. Luke Schmidt, he's down here in Decatur. He's won. Anthony Parks, he's won. He's a good guy down in Decatur. So let's see. Now we're in Franklin Township too. This is where it gets interesting. So Matthew Wright, don't know him. Melissa Perry, I know her.
Hey,
Andrew Ireland.
Can you tell Spiro where you found this information?
This was Indy Gov election results. So Andrew Ireland, he was running for Mike Speedy's old seat and got second place by just a few votes. Here's Cindy Cotton. She's a friend of ours. She's definitely going to win that one. And both of the people are friends. Peter's chin, and there's a pretty good chin, but the chin must not have turned out. So,
hey, what happened in the race to replace Speedy?
Oh, that is going to be Elizabeth, it looks like. And I wish I could find that on there. Let's get through this part real quick for the precinct. I know it's a long list. Randy Swindle, he ran for sheriff. It looks like he's going to win. Well, now this is now 100% in, so they're going to win. And then we got Steven. We got Jimmy. Oh, he's one of our friends, but David's a friend too. So that's a good deal there. Tim McVeigh, he was actually running for Speedy's old seat. And then here's Mike Speedy. And David Waters is in his spot. It looks like David's losing that. And David is running for Mike Speedy's old seat. Here's Aaron Freeman. Y'all probably know him. He's a senator. He's won by a pretty good percentage. Natalie Goodwin and Michael Hoyt, she ran for committee county commission. I know. City County Council. Daggone, that was hard. Here's Sharon Cobble. Now, she's a hard worker, a lot like Joyce. And then Tom Foltz, he's another good one. Here's one. Remember Ray Peck on our show? He's won. Yeah. He's won his. So that's a good deal. So that I think the name
is he the one who did like bagpipes?
Yes, and he had the deck problem. He had the deck problem.
That was hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Yay!
Oh,
That's
man.
Yep. So here's Samantha Duncan. I did door hangers for 10 people. So I did Samantha's. I did Roberts, and he won. Let's see. I didn't none of these. Michael McQuillan. His mom went to my church, Betty, back in the day. Becky Gibson. I talked her into running, and look, she's stronger than she. I'm telling you, it's Tiffany. It's the era of the woman, because it's just we're tired of men running stuff. I think we've screwed it up.
Roe versus Wade. That.
And then we got our buddy Adam that's on the show there. He didn't make it. And then these two here, they decided to run against each other. I don't know if they're husband and wife, but as you see, my example, 67-55, the husband loses. How does that happen? It's not fair.
Even if he won, he would have lost.
Yep. Oh, here you go, Tiffany. Huckabee. Huckabee's tied with Nathan Taylor. Look at that.
Who decides?
I don't know. Well, I don't know how they do that one. That's a good one. And then we have look at this. Hoffman, he smoked him, but he's got some pretty big name recognition.
That was good. I mean, Barsha and Joel Bragg. I mean, you know.
Even combine their votes, they can't beat him. So it didn't matter if one was on the ballot and one's not. I don't know these people. Susie Day, I broke my heart. She lost. She's not a nice person word. and Kelly Calloway, she's been on our show. She's actually number 4 on the countdown, I think.
Oh, okay.
So, and I don't think I did a door hanger for her. And then my buddy Mike Dilk, it looks like he's holding on to wear it. Now, James Kaiser did not pull it out. He's a heating and cooling guy. John Jacob
won. He pulled it out.
He won, convincingly. So then we got David. No, we have Michael Murphy. He got, the other guy got scomped. Yep. And there's David Hewitt. He won. Jerry Hornbeck did not win. That Dave Taylor is the Perry Township Party chairman. So that was going to be a tough sled. Here's one to double up. Farrar against Lloyd. So let's see. Merrill Simmons, we went through these. It looks like that hadn't changed much. Howard Howe, congratulations. Then we got Dolly Sherman. She was in the John Jacobs seat when he won. And it looks like she's not going to get it done again. So it's close. Now, Tyler looks like a younger person's name. So that's good. And then we got Joyce and Devon. Now, that's a final deal. So she's in. Susan Blair, she's pretty hard worker up in Pike Township. Tim Phelps easily wins. I'll tell Denise tomorrow at spin class she didn't win. It's not going to break her heart for sure. Oh, Mark Turpin ended up smoking in 10 more votes before it got all going there. So Susan Smith, she's done. So
he went from 2 to 12.
Yeah, well, it was 81% last time we were going through it, and this brought it up to date. So we have one tie so far. Looks like Alex Henby's going to go on. Michael Paul Hart, he's a councilman on the east side. Connie Eckert, she's like up in Washington, or let's see Washington Township. They have a catering place. And then Mark Small's official. He got second place, which that's like runner up. And then Sydney
in the Republican primary.
Yeah. And they couldn't kick him out. He's voted in all the Republican primaries in the past. So
since when? Like how long has he been?
At least four of them that I know of. So okay. And there's Ali. So that one's final. This one's an interesting one. Look at how many people voted total in that. Isn't that sad? It's sad. And Karen Moper, good person, she won. Melissa Hubbard, John Malloy made a run at the end there. And it looks like Anne Hathaway moves on, but that's not very many voters in a
football scores.
Yeah. Some of them are baseball scores. So it looks like Jeffrey Benz is making it. And Michael Jeffries, that's here. That pretty much that does it.
Okay, those games would be a little out of hand.
Yeah. So
yeah. So
here's your deal here. So it looks like Joyce is going to win one of the delegates out of the. I think it's vote for 5, and she looks like she's in 4th place. So anyway, did anybody find any numbers there? So look, we got Whitty at his studio with his.
Oh yay!
So he made it out of the traffic jam. All right.
So my friend Jenny Nickel is now a precinct committeeman here in Fishers for Delaware 19. She was running against the fire chief.
So hold on a second, but I think that I think Spiro is getting all excited here about Brad Chambers is in the lead.
I wish
but
I knew
that's
what he was
Marion
talking
County.
about.
That's just Marion County if he's looking at at where I was looking at. So,
oh man.
Yeah, so that's
like
what you
watching
watch out.
Replay of a sports moment that happened like years ago and then getting like really excited about
it.
Yeah,
the bands on the field.
Yeah.
Remember there Heidi came on.
Yeah.
So but yeah, it's so it's 100% here. Let's see. What do we have? Public, federal. What would that be under? County, state. I think that'd be state, right? Okay, so we have. Let's go over that real quick. Let me get it back sharing here. You can jump in with a comment at any time. I'll put the whole screen up there. This is the very top here. Okay, let's see. Jen Pace has done it.
Man, from the
grave. Can you believe that?
Who would have guessed?
And I believe this is 100%. Let's go up to the top and see.
So wait,
100%.
Do you guys think, like John, like is that power of the media kind of a stuff, or like what?
I think it's people are just so irritated with the system in general. I do. I think
they're willing to vote for a dead person.
I think it's a combination, Brad. I think it was WIBC spreading the message, and I think it's just voters are, and I hate to say this word, don't get mad at me, but a lot of voters are dumb and they're uneducated on who's actually on the ticket and who they are.
I mean, I want to know how many voters actually voted for her, not knowing that they were voting for a dead person.
Probably all of them.
Do you know that? Like, I mean, it's not
I knew that. I mean, we had a memorial at our art center for her. I knew that she had passed, but I
completely agree with you, Brad, though. It's like, how many of these people don't know who they're voting for and they just go up to the ballot and they're just like, yep, click here. Good enough for me. Oh, Jen, my aunt's name is Jen. I love that name. She gets my vote.
Like if it was like the incumbent, or like something where it's I don't know how else to. So that wouldn't surprise me at all.
So here you go. Here we got Joe Biden got about 35,500 votes. Then you have you look down here, and Andre Carson got 30,000. So he's close in that area. But then you look at Trump and Haley. look, they you put that together, and that's more votes. That just gives you an idea of how many Democrats did not turn out. And my theory is that
there was Marion County, right?
Yeah, this is just Marion County.
Okay.
My theory is there's just nobody challenging the Democrats, so they don't even. Andre Carson, really, you look at this. He didn't have any. He won 91%. That's not having a challenger. And then there's nobody for, state district, vote for one. Oh, we got one person. Vote for one. And
how many of those people are running as a Republican just so that Mike Braun wouldn't be on the ticket? How many Democrats? Because we saw that Mir Indy put out a report that somebody said, "Oh, I'm running as a Republican the first time just so Mike Braun doesn't win the primary."
Yeah, but
dumb enough to see that billboard and that worked on
too. Yeah,
Yeah, well, see,
that's a stupid idea, and there's no law against putting stupid ideas on billboards, really. And there shouldn't be. But holy crap, do you see the impact of a stupid billboard?
Yeah, it works.
Because if you look at the Marion County, there were more Republicans that voted than Democrats, which I have never seen before. I know I haven't lived in Marion County that long, but this is the first time I've seen it.
And it's because there's really no one to go vote for. You got Biden's already locked it up. Andre Carson's not going to get beat. You got.
Are you surprised at how many people voted for Nikki Haley?
No, I'm not. I mean, this would be another example of a Jen Pace vote. I think that it's a protest vote against Trump.
Well, what does that do about the national election then? Or
I don't know. You could probably
November.
extrapolate that out somehow. Here's District 88. I don't even know if they have anybody running there for it. So on the Republican side. So, these are all state races. I'm going to go ahead and take it off of there because.
Come on, District 93.
You want to see
somebody
that?
in there? Huh?
Nobody's in there. That's right. It's don't.
Yeah, that's what you guys are talking about with Marion County, but it's state reps.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, here we got Greg Porter. Nobody's running against him. Oh, here's your race. So look, Scheidel got a third.
That's not bad. It's better than I thought.
Yeah, I donated to her campaign $20. It's more than I gave you, Whitty.
That's true. I got a handshake.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's good. Robin Shackelford. Didn't you say that
Libby Glass is running against her?
So she's libertarian, and look, this 2,400 people came out for somebody that's a state representative in 98 and 99, 2,500 people. Blake Johnson, 2,400. So here's your race that Spiro was talking about. So in Marion County, looks like Brad Chambers got it done, but unfortunately, there's a lot more places in Marion County for him. But look, you got Jamie Rittenauer down here.
What is his appeal?
Wow, Jamie Rittenauer did well in Marion County.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I can't believe she beat Curtis Hill, honestly. That's probably the most surprised out of every election.
Election. So, and you can see there's the Republican Party, nobody filed. Freeman, he's going to win. District 33, no candidate filed. And District 34, no candidate filed. So, and here's the Mike Young one.
There's 99% reporting, and Mike Young won the district.
Yes, he won 64 to 35, and that's about. I said it'd be the worst it would be was 60-40. So but I was a little bit nervous there for
why did you? Well, because he's an incumbent. What were you thinking?
Well, first of all, he's really liked here, and he's not an establishment. A lot of guys think, well, he's been in there since 1980 or whatever. He's an establishment guy. He's not. He's a hard worker. He's not complacent. He's come out and worked with us on stuff, and and I think that he's ruffled some feathers in the party. Him and Rod Bray, they're no friends. So he's made an enemy, and as you see what they did to John Jacob, and I don't think he got the full John Jacob Kurt Nicely treatment, but he sure got a bunch of it. But you look at that, that's not very many votes. Well, this is Marion County because there's more. There's more district. So
1,100 votes. That's much.
Yeah, well, but there's Plainfield still because the District 35 goes out more. So look, no party 87. That was what Spiro was talking about. 87.
Well,
no
who
party.
was in 87?
Nobody. That was the one that Jordan Davis. Remember Jordan Davis been on the show? He ran there. I don't know.
Wow. That's the heart of Indianapolis. Gotcha.
Yeah. This is what we're talking about. And Yvonne Metcalf, she is running against Blake Johnson, I believe. Or no, 89. I don't know who 89 is. But so she won her primary. But here you go. Here's the Elizabeth. Oh, Andrew Ireland looks like he's pulled it out. So Andrew Ireland, I said he has won. He beat Elizabeth Williams. It looks like by 100, less than 100 votes.
That's crazy.
And then there's David Waters and Tim McVeigh.
Yeah,
his dad, me and his dad.
Whoa! Did she lose by 83 votes?
Yeah.
Is that 83? That looks like nine. That looks like
wild.
90.
There might be a recount.
That's not enough. I mean, that's too much. They won't find that. With that,
it'd be so much fun. Let's do it anyway.
Okay, let's do it. It costs money. It's taxpayer money.
Good call. Actually, good call, John. I retract that statement.
So,
hey, I don't mean to interrupt you though, but I just did the math on this. So Justin Moed and Sarah Scheidel with a combined of 1267. But then if you go down to mine combined, it was like 1300 something.
Well, and now you got to take that.
I know what you're going to say. I'm just saying there's a chance.
You're like Dumb and Dumber. You mean there's a chance?
Exactly. That's all I need.
I'm going to help you because I got no love lost with that guy.
I got 1320.
So, well, and then see,
this might be like a Jared Evans, Lisa type race that we got here.
Okay, well, we're going to fire it up and we're going to make it happen. Well, speaking of Stephen Whitmer, you did get 1,320. Mm-hmm. I mean, I voted for you. So
yeah, thank you.
I got. Here's Felipe Rios. Now he runs every year for this place, and he is, I think he's like a constable or something. Oh, hey, our buddy Joseph Bortka. He's going to get a go against.
Blake Johnson.
Blake Johnson. Yeah. And then Bobby Kern. Bobby, you'll never own Dallas. And Barbara Lawrence had somebody working at every polling place. So that was an interesting deal. Oh, here's one for you. Here's Randy Waddell. You're probably wondering, who the heck's that guy? Well, he tried to run as a state delegate, and he tried to run as a precinct committee man, and he was running as treasurer. Well, the party kicked him off of the ballot for the state delegate and for the precinct challenge, but they didn't know he was running for the treasurer's office. And look, there he is. But see, this is the problem. There was no candidate filed. There's no coroner, no surveyor. And that's why I run into people that are really getting upset about no candidate. Just put somebody in there. Even if they're dead, they can win. I mean, we got proof now.
You don't have to be a doctor to be a coroner. You just have to get a certificate from a conference within like 6 or 12 weeks.
Right.
So
I mean,
anybody can run. John, you could run for coroner.
Well, my political career's dead, so I need a coroner.
Be the coroner.
Yeah, don't want to report a body, me. So yeah, you look and see some of these. There's just no candidate filed, even if you got a Democrat. There's no Democrat in Lawrence Township Board District 3, not one. So they give up on this. Perry Township, they're not going to win down there. They're not going to win in Perry Township. It's just not going to happen. Not one person in Perry Township is filed for the board. Not one. So
that's crazy.
It is, but that's the reality that we have. If
Hey, Brad, were these highly contentious Democratic races? Were they going at it? Were they heated? Were they?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to the party politics.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead.
So you're
especially in different townships. It's like
you're out of touch. Okay, you're out of touch.
No.
It is hard.
I pay attention to where I live. That's it. Like everybody else's problems are their own problems when it comes to town stuff. Is my thing. Because
so I got. Yeah, so Joyce sent me a text message. She's official. She's all happy. 4th place in state delegate and smoked the precinct woman of the year in Pike Township. So, Yeah, she's she probably will miss spin class. She's so giddy she won't be able to sleep. So this was a good. I'm happy with the results of the precinct committee people. I was unopposed, which is the only way I can win anything is if nobody runs against me for precinct committee, man. Steve Whitmer, you were unopposed.
Only way I can win too.
Well, yeah. Oh, you won a primary.
There we go.
But I won mine too. But I'm gonna knock on the doors for you. I'm gonna lay down in traffic, whatever I gotta do. Get it done.
Just don't set yourself on fire.
No, that is a career. And,
oh my God.
Come on, I knew someone was gonna laugh at that.
Yeah. No, okay. Can we talk about that guy though?
Let's do it.
Because did they ever release what the pamphlet said, or like?
There were pictures of it.
There were.
Oh, so we had like a manifesto.
Yeah.
A manifesto. I just want to make sure because like that's an interesting thing to me. Like somebody that was willing to do that for what they thought. I just want to know how they viewed that world that they lived in, where that was the only
option for it.
Yeah,
speaking out
for the best option that they had available to them.
Well, how can I get the most attention?
On the way out.
Like laying in traffic.
It's like
gluing yourself.
How many of you guys were curious as to like what it was? But I mean, it's not going to be anything like life altering to us, would it?
No.
Like, it's not. That's why like we're not like pining after it. Really, it's more of out of a morbid curiosity, I think, for me. Than anything else. It's not for like political reasons, but
it just seems like people want to do something more sensational of things. It's crazy. But I've noticed that I talk to somebody and Trump gets brought up and I've seen people literally shaking, and it just they're letting these people steal their joy. Don't people please do not let anyone steal
you don't
your joy.
Get it. Like it's just
or Micah Beckwith.
And I would say that don't believe anything. Don't believe anything about but Brad laughs when that happens. You got to meet these people in person before you could even have, and you're not going to meet Biden or Trump probably ever. Then I want to sit down and have a
like if you did meet them, but we shouldn't fear meeting them or in our mind about them.
Yeah.
And they are in positions of power. And why? Like to both of them.
Yeah.
They both should have retired and not been in this position of power.
Remember when everybody said Reagan's 65, he's too old. We got 85 now. So I think this is funny because
that's who the voters are, apparently.
We're actually
if you said that's a backbone of the GOP.
Yeah,
right?
Well, it is old people. I mean,
that's what I get worried about.
Yes,
it is people coming into the party. And Tiffany, you could probably tell me the truth or not, or you would see this. Like when you go to a Hamilton County GOP meeting, what is it mostly? Is it like Gen X or is it millennials or is it boomers?
So I'm the Fisher's chair.
Yeah.
So we're a diverse group of people.
Oh dear, here we go.
Oh
the politicians coming out.
I just wanted to know.
Oh my gosh, this is a really long spin zone.
Right, but we do have our Hamilton County Republican. We have our YRs, our Young Republicans. My club's a good mix. I think one of the things that I do at the club is, we have a great speaker every month, and that's what brings people out.
That's why me and you, Brad, haven't been on there. So.
They
only have good speakers there. So,
why the hell would they have me to be point and laugh at this Democrat?
I had to drag you into my group. I see. Hey, I'm going to be speaking.
No, Brad, you can come. You can serve the drinks and fold up.
Brad will be a good case study. Brad will be a good case study of a Democrat turning into a Republican.
Can I come and just observe the meeting? I'll do it'll be like Jane Goodall, just inspecting things.
Hey, Bobby Kern goes to the Franklin Township GOP meeting.
Oh yeah.
He goes to it. So
I tried doing that with the Purple for Parents and the Moms for Liberty, and then they stopped letting me into their Facebook groups.
No,
because I just wanted to talk and ask them questions, and they get mad about that kind of stuff.
Why are you grinning like that when you're saying that? Why do you look like the wolf in the sheep's clothes? Why?
No, it's because
I know that look, Brad.
To ask them questions and then listen to them talk. They just dig their own graves with how horrible they are as humans most of the time.
Oh,
So-
Brad, you are going to love the stories we come up. You are going to love
yeah.
what we got coming up for you. And like I said, I've shared it with Steve because I can trust him. But
I love that me saying this stuff is like getting you guys like.
Oh, this is hey.
Is it witty? Is it Whitmore? How many names does this man have?
Oh, let me tell you what.
We're gonna keep going.
20% everything. He's
Yeah,
20.
true.
It's like Heinz
I'm a
57.
Swiss Army knife.
How many how many Facebook profiles do you have?
Just the Slick Witty, and then I have my state rep one.
You want to, the right question is how many Twitter accounts has he been banned
Just
on?
just one. I have been accused of many, but I only have one.
Okay, yeah, that's what's funny,
That's
and
the perfect.
they all think that it's always him. This is what's funny is we're going almost 2 hours now. We're
having so much fun here, John.
25 people watching this silly thing.
I'll put a libertarian hat on. I'll take the space of Lucy.
Wait, yeah, you got to say the thing.
But we've always said that the
taxation
second
theft.
hour of the
Witty
show is the
24.
best.
Yeah, he's about a half a libertarian. Don't let him fool you.
Yeah.
So
Second half of the show is always the best.
yeah. Well, I think we are getting a little long in the tooth. You want to do the conspiracy theory? I ain't got nothing. You want to do it? Okay, you got something? All right, well, let's put it up there. And Witty, you're doing the conspiracy, or you can't screw up your
conspiracy. Okay, go ahead. Hurry up before I forget.
Hey, y'all, it's time for the conspiracy theory, so you better get your tinfoil hat out, and let's see what's going on this week.
So
there you go.
So I was just thinking, you know how like people will challenge oh, never mind. I guess it's not a good one.
That's never stopped any of us. Never has stopped.
Say that people never challenge primary results. They never say that it was election irregularities or stuff like that.
Just
right? Isn't that weird?
Chaopectic, and there's no more irregularities. And what did I say?
But you know, but no one ever says, nobody ever says, man, our local elections is so rigged. Of course, our national elections are super rigged. Nobody cares. It's like, oh my God, that machine might be on Wi-Fi. Oh no, I don't know. Or nobody walks out of the primary voting. It's like, oh my God, where's my receipt? I need my paper receipt. I mean, I think it's crazy that we think that this machines and the systems are fine for our local elections, but when it's time to elect a president, all of a sudden the system doesn't work, the machines make no sense. What are we doing? Let's put our thumb in ink.
I did have a guy tell me that he wanted paper ballots today. He was like, and then he went into the whole thing and all that. It's like,
that's thank you for that. That was perfect. That's exactly what's wrong. Like that wasn't the case.
Remember the Iraqis? They'd hold up their thumb, or was that the Afghanistan people? I voted. I got the purple.
So you're saying that primaries are secure?
Yeah, like who the hell is going to cheat in a primary?
I don't know. It's just like
it blows my mind when John, when you guys talk about like poll interference or poll at the polling place, like somebody's acting tough. I would love to just go out there and just throw one-liners at them and then run.
I've seen it happen.
Ask Jason Hammer how that happened. I mean, I was at that.
Throw a one-liner their way, just make fun of them. And then
just go disrupt
some vocabulary words at them.
Yeah, I got that thesaurus. I got little vocabulary.
What's another word for thesaurus?
Book of words.
So, I had a really good joke, but I
watch if you guys haven't watched John Oliver this week. He has a whole thing about the library, public libraries and stuff again. Because apparently there's even more crap going on in like Arkansas and Oklahoma.
Arkansas, they don't have any books in Arkansas. My wife's from there. She didn't even know how to read, but she beat me as state delegate.
So what's going on in Arkansas?
Footloose.
Just the whole. No, I'm not gonna tell you, Tiffany. You're gonna have to go find out because like you're gonna just use it as fuel to the fire. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. More porn on the shelves. Happy hour.
No, and all that was dealt with. I was really thinking that Tiffany. I was so disappointed though. I thought there was gonna be like a picture of you and Micah like during the show.
Doing a high five.
Yeah.
We got them. High five.
They talked about genderqueer, and I was just like, "Oh man, that's like Micah's favorite book." Isn't that the one that he has like a little poster of in the background, or is that Flamer?
I don't know, but he kept showing it on our show. I'm like, dude, put the thing.
He loves that book. Yeah. That was, and that was in the
stuff on the
was that in the kids section? No, it wasn't in the kids section. That's what the show talks about too. It was in the young adult section, which is completely different than a kid. Like those are two completely different sections.
The adult section and the kids section are the same thing. The young adult
are
section
totally not.
Whoa. Time out. This is some ALA. This is some library BS, because in the libraries you consider young adults to be, what's the age for young adults? 12
from like 12 to 18.
12 to 18.
No, anywhere from like 13 to 18. But yeah, there's
That's
books
not
that are...
a young adult. A young adult is 18 to 22. So y'all have taken words, squished them around for you're calling young adults 13 to 19. So people, when you say, "Oh, I found this book in the young adult section," nobody's thinking,
Twilight.
"Oh, it's out there for the 12-year-olds."
Twilight.
No.
Take Twilight.
Wrong words. It needs to be the old minor section. That's what you need to call it. They're old minors.
You're saying it's really a marketing issue. So if we change it to old minors, and it can't be old, it has to be like senior minors or
upper minors.
Upper minors.
Geriatric minors.
Minor your own business.
You can't be under 18 and an adult. Brad, you can't be under 18 and an adult. You just
so a gold digger walks into a bar, orders a glass of wine, and he says, "We don't serve minors in here." Gold digger minor. That's the kind of minor I'm thinking of. Maybe.
That's
how about
me too.
A dyslexic? No, never mind. Not going to say that one.
No, I don't want to get into, Tiffany, I love arguing semantics with you.
Brad, were you talking about the fiddler player?
So sweet.
The fiddler player.
Fiddler
okay.
player.
That's a no then. Okay.
All right. So who else has got a conspiracy? I'm trying to think of one. My brain is totally fried.
I was thinking about Gaza today because I don't know. And
because
have we thought, like, does Trump have a hotel out in Israel yet? Or like a golf course out there?
Who does?
Because that's what he's gunning for.
Oh.
I bet that this is all so that Trump can buy up as much land as he can in Gaza and Israel and all in there. And he's promising them right now that, hey, when I get elected, we're going to do whatever you want. And
have you
how...
ever stayed at a Trump hotel or resort?
No.
Oh.
Have you been, Tiffany?
Yeah, we stayed at one in like the Miami area. It was actually really nice. Even as I speak of it, I can remember the smell of like luxury.
The smell of luxury.
I can remember the smell of, this is what my life smells like every day. You poor people enjoy it while you're here. It smelled so good. You know, when you go to those really nice places, there's a smell. And it's nothing you've ever smelled before, but it smells so yummy and delicious and light. And it smells like vacation, and it tickles the nose and it hits right. And you're just like, wow.
It's like,
oh, goodness.
Yeah, no, that's all to cover up the smell of Trump's farts, though.
Our show is
now the Democrats tossing the sheets and making the beds. That's what it is.
This is definitely gone into the gutter. This show.
Okay. All right, I got
Whitmer, what do you got?
All right, I think what's going to happen is that Gabe is going to win the special election, and then he's going to beat Andre Carson in the general.
So what is about Gabe? What did he do?
I don't know. He got
a long story, I think.
Yeah, that is a very long story. He got Abdul mad.
It's been over like a 2-year.
Wait, but I don't have to like listen to Kendall and Casey, do I?
No,
you don't. We can sum it up for you. So Abdul. So I think Gabe accused him of stealing money to pay his car or something like that, and then Abdul came after him, and then Rob Kendall got involved. His wife filed some FCC thing on him, and it's just been a really
remember what that Rob Kendall tried suing Gabe too.
Oh yeah, for something. He said that he had tried to rape a person. I mean, I
think he called him a pedophile.
Pedophile, or something like that. So
oh my goodness. So somebody said he was like our George Santos. Is that what it was supposed to?
Maybe. Actually,
I don't know. We got to say allegedly on here. So, and this is conspiracy theories. Read the bottom.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, he did.
That was funny.
He's young man. He's young, 26, trying to do some of this stuff, and it's difficult to get through it.
I was teaching aerobics.
So let's see. What can my conspiracy theory be? I don't know. I think my conspiracy theory is going to be that, hey, Brad, look up the results of as your race up there. Did the one gal win? Because she was only 99 down.
Well, ease up on those details.
That was really, what was her name? Lisa something or other. Lisa.
We all agree that cats walking in the background is weird. Dude.
Well, it's like the Matrix. That's all.
Yeah. It's just reminding us we're in a simulation.
Yeah, this is not real.
How so?
In the Matrix, remember, like if you see a black cat, there's like
there's a glitch.
Yeah, there's a glitch. Something's been done.
I need
now,
to watch.
Who watched the Revelations? Did you watch Revelations? Are you? Where do you seem like a fan of the thing? It was
Linda Morrison. Is she a new viewer? She's.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I like her. I like you, Linda.
Everybody likes Linda.
She's got a little bitty. She got a cat on there.
Is that a cat?
No, Lisa. Yeah, Lisa ended up 92 down.
Oh, yes, she stayed at one of the hotels too. Yay! I like she likes me too. Yay!
You got another fan, Tiffany. That's all you need.
Everybody loves Tiff.
Yeah. And she likes the cat behind there too.
That moved on. Look, my new boyfriend.
Oh, really? Give it. Tater.
And his hat. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. That's terrible. So, all right, people. We gotta end this thing. I got spin class.
That was fun,
backup
at 5 in the morning. Yeah. Well, that's why I wanted to do this. If we had some people that wanted to come on, that would be great. But we don't get to talk amongst ourselves very much.
Look, she said they usually end up potato heads. That's
get her phone number. Talk to her after the show. So,
John, you didn't have a conspiracy?
I don't know. Well, I think my conspiracy was that eventually in 2 more election cycles we will have no voters. No one will vote. It'll just be zero.
That's a good call.
I have so I have a question and I have a statement. I'll make my statement first. Chuck Goodrich for lieutenant governor. So, John, over to you. Who do you think will be our nominee?
So, well, see, I don't know who's going to run, but they're going to dig somebody up. And it looks like the delegates, they were able to get their people across, at least in Marion County. So I don't know if it's going to come down to who's going to have enough people. Did Micah go out and get enough delegates, or did he not? I mean,
I bet they're counting them right now. But who else do you think? Do you think any of the gubernatorial, what candidates will be LG selected?
There's the little Port mayor that we were talking about.
Doden. I would think Doden might run at it. I would think that would be something from him. But these folks that didn't win, they're going to be in line for something. Because there's more stuff coming up later, and most of them are young and first time, and it's not like they're a bunch of incumbents trying to run for governor or office.
I think one of the things that a question to ask them is that, like, what policy or idea of the other candidates did you like that you would enact when you got in office? I think that's a question that we never ask, because there's so many great ideas up there and things that'll benefit Hoosiers. And at the end of the day, you would hope that whoever's going to be our governor is going to just do what's better for Hoosiers, regardless of whose idea it is, and not just,
Well, and I think the competition, you look at how hard these people fought for governor. I mean, it was like, I talked to Curtis. He'd been to 47 Lincoln Day dinners. That's half the counties.
But nobody really wants to share ideas, though, Tiffany, because they're all scared that somebody else is going to take their idea and make it better or something like that. Like, I remember, you were a candidate. When you were a candidate, you weren't going to exploit. That's why everybody hides healthcare in their back pocket.
No, in fact, no, Brad. In fact, when I was running, one of the things I campaigned on was coming up with a way to help young people as they're reaching into the future, especially high school seniors and college seniors trying to get into the market. And one of the things the team has decided to do is we are going to do a golf tournament and raise money for 3 scholarships targeting high schoolers and Fishers, are both of our high schools, who want to go on to enter into become first responders, go directly into the military, or go into the trades. So that's the thing. You can throw your idea out there, but the other part of it becomes the execution.
Here's an idea from your new friend, Linda Morrison. My property assessment just went up $100K. Oh, cry me a river, Linda. Mine went up $200K.
Hey, don't worry, Linda. I'm on it if I become a state rep.
Yeah. So, and that was the number one issue of that. And, Mike Young has a proposal where he's going to lower the sales tax to 5.5, but include services. So me as a contractor, my service would be taxed at that rate, but that would give us enough money to eliminate property tax. So
Linda, do you live in a premium property? Are you backed up to water?
I live in a premium property in Mars Hill. You can see it back there.
When's the golf outing?
We're going to do it in late fall. I'm sorry.
What's it for? What's the golf outing for?
It's for me.
Oh, for you. We need to have a mouthwash. We need to have a mouthwash event that people can come to.
Like you always want to do it at your house. We need to have a happy hour. On July 1st, we should have the very first happy hour in the state of Indiana.
Well, we should. I mean, we had a pretty good.
Yeah, no, it would be so horrible if they legalized weed and we could all smoke that day. But no, we get happy hour.
And we just need more drunks on the road.
Lucky Hoosiers, yeah.
Right? On a different day.
See, so Linda says she has a 12-acre forest, so it sounds like she got a nice house in the woods. So that's good. So we are going to have a garden party because I'm planning a really good garden unless it frosts before the next week or whatever. So I'm thinking, we'll have a garden, and I've up to 15 squirrels. So if you're keeping track of my squirrel relocation program, I'm 15. How could I catch 15 squirrels? And see that big green tree right behind me? That's where I caught every single one of them, right under that tree.
How do you catch them?
I got a box trap and they go in. Guess what I catch them with? The corn that they eat all summer in my garden.
Yeah.
I've kept
one of my neighbors has like a really chubby squirrel. It's hilarious. It's like a pet.
Do they want more? I've been taking them
fast.
Speed right.
It just sits on a tree.
They eat. I've got an apple tree I've had for 6 years now. It's a small one. I've not had one apple off of it because the squirrels ate every single one of them. I got a pear tree that I've had.
Fiber is important.
You got to go out and fight them.
For me, it's important for me. I'm elderly. I need the fiber. So I've been trapping them, and that's my grapes behind me there. I put the spring motif up for the Chateau de Mars Hill studio. So hope you appreciate what I do for this show to make it fresh and lively every Sunday or Saturday.
And minty fresh.
Tuesday. Yeah, minty fresh take on politics. So anyway, all right, people, we've officially gone the longest this show's ever gone, and I don't even know if we did anything on the show. But
that's a good plug for the show, though, at the end with the minty fresh take. I forgot all about the tagline. That was nice.
I think it's on the back of my shirt.
What's coming at you, Brad?
Lighters, because my cat's up too high right now.
And it's shooting stuff at you?
Yeah, it's knocking stuff off like a freaking file shelf, like a stupid cat does. Get down.
Oh, that cat. I got that orange tabby or orange tiger stripe feral cat, and it is just, oh my gosh, it's just something else. It catches about everything. It won't catch a squirrel. They get out there, the squirrels are sitting right beside them, and the cat doesn't care. So I think I probably get to 20 squirrels before this is over with. That's just crazy.
Are you going to get one and eat it?
No. I relocate it. I take it to other places. So the last one went to Canby. Hey, there you go. It's thrilled. Like, look, Mom, I'm on TV. All right, I'm taking the banner off. I'm letting you people go home. You're all fired up from your elections and whatnot. And we got the most viewers we've had the whole night, and it's 1 hour and 58 minutes into the show.
The second hour is always the best. I will tell you guys, this is exactly how we talk
after the show.
This is exactly how it sounds, and just as fun.
That's
and making fun.
So I did update the ending for since Steve, you've been on the show for about an hour now.
You just keep calling this guy names. I mean, like, you just
his name
to keep you on your toes.
Steve,
just make him up like Witty.
Slick Witty. That's a good one. Slick Witty. That's a good one. So I've updated the ending to have the springtime Chateau de Mars Hill on it. Now, sorry I don't have your name on there, Steve. I didn't know you were going to be hanging around like.
Well, you sent him the link.
Steve.
I know, but I was only supposed to come on for a brief time, but he added so much to the show.
You're the director and the producer.
That's my biggest problem.
Camera.
That is our
I bring
biggest
all
problem.
the energy.
Yeah. Well, he was stuck in traffic. I felt bad for him. It seemed like he was stuck in traffic for 2 hours.
Well, Mr. Whitmer, congratulations on winning your election.
Well, thank you.
And precinct committee, man. Delegate, not so much.
Yeah, that's all right. I didn't expect to win delegate.
28 people going for 5 spots. Last time there was 10 going for 10. I won, no problem, because we didn't even get on the ballot. But this time I had to work. So let's see what we got here. Final last comment.
He can fix your Mercedes Benz and your potholes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because he works on.
I'm pretty bummed. Catherine Callahan didn't win, because just her prediction of like if she got into office that she would just start naming stuff. Oh, that from again, like I said last week, from like a point of chaos.
And the Anderson, are burning the bridges of Madison County. People came up short.
Oh man, I thought Jim Lucas was going to lose. He just snuck it out at the end.
So all the establishment people won.
Jim Lucas.
Oh, he won.
Almost lost his primary.
No, he won. Jim Lucas won.
But he's still got to face. He's got to face Whitcomb's granddaughter.
Yeah,
the
I think
Democrat.
he's going to lose that one. I hope he does. He's just.
I would have.
It's just embarrassing for the state. I don't care.
DD.
Yeah, like just.
Well, I'm just going to say something in his defense on this thing. That the secret is not to mix gummies with alcohol.
Yeah,
that is what got him.
Probably what happened.
That's
what did he do while he was on that combination?
Listen, well, marijuana is illegal in Indiana, so.
Delta 8's legal.
Well,
what did he do?
So is wrecking your car into a barricade and then hiding it behind a building. That's not really.
Yeah. I mean,
he was trying to drive away from a deer. That's what happened.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to leave you with this quote, this Milton Friedman quote. Where are we going to find these angels to run our government? So
you're looking at them like all of us.
Just let us be in charge for 2 days and we'll blow this place up.
That's
right. So, all right, everybody say goodbye. Oh, Steve, stick around after the show. I never tell the guests to stick around so we can finish this.
He's not a guest.
I'm not a regular
guest. He's not a regular
guest. He's not a guest. Just because you came over while we were having friends to dinner does not make you a guest.
It makes him squatter. He's a squatter.
There we
go.
Not
a guest.
I'm just hanging out.
Okay. All right, Kate.
So
say goodbye, Tiffany. Say goodbye, Tiffany. Please say goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. There you go.
Yeah.